Right, exactly.
Boom! Hi!
Boom. Hello.
We're gonna see a movie. I didn't tell my brother what it is,
Have
so
no idea.
There's
going in blind.
literally nothing to this, except we're not gonna see Ghostbusters this weekend.
Well, we're not.
We're gonna see Godzilla right after
Sorry
this.
for all of you out there who are waiting for that.
Yep.
You're gonna just have to let it go.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other movies.
So
It boiled
rated
down to this
R, an hour and 40 minutes. That's what you told me. That's all
Hour
I got.
44 minutes.
44 minutes.
That's all the information that he's got. So
He's doing this again.
he's coming in completely blind.
Yep, and I have to literally walk in completely
I'm gonna tell him to
blind.
get
I'm
go
gonna be
over
like,
to
I
the
don't
side.
know what's going on. Somebody guide me through the, yeah.
It's gonna be good. So
Without
further ado, we will see you guys sometime later. That's how quick this is going.
we're going real fast, guys.
Hi, we're back. We saw Love Lies Bleeding, the movie, and I'm just gonna start. And I kind of fucked up by not looking further into it.
Yeah, you did. You did,
It said,
pal.
it's in the paragraph. It said Lou, like gym owner or gym manager Lou, falls in love with a female bodybuilder Jackie.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, and
That's
then
what
it's out,
happened.
and all this stuff happened. But they didn't say it. Lou stands for Louise. Not like I don't have anything against lesbians.
Shit, I didn't know that's all you knew.
I thought it was Lou, like a dude named Lou, like falls in love with an American or like a female bodybuilder.
Nope, it's Kristen Stewart.
There's a lot of graphic lesbian stuff in there.
It's pretty. It's you know what? So. Wow. It's not raunchy. You just see a couple boobies, but then there's actual
They're like
raunchy stuff.
doing all kinds of stuff, and they're
it caught me
talking
off
about
guard
it a lot.
what was gonna go on and whatever. But anyway,
Yeah.
so a weird movie in the sense that it's crime related, a series of murders and things.
A bunch of crimes happen towards the end half of the movie.
Yeah, well,
I'll tell you this.
kind of, yeah, middle to the end.
I'll tell you this.
Oh God,
I don't know. I'm so all over the place with this movie.
it's weird. I
was nerve-wracked
several times.
starting at this one point where something drastic happens. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And it was like graphic, and
It
I was like,
was.
and then I was like, oh no, the rest of the movie was like, I was like, oh God.
It
like,
freaked me out. I was like,
what's
oh,
gonna happen?
it's that kind of movie?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I thought this was going to be a little less, a little light, not lighthearted, but a little.
You had no knowledge of it.
Well, no, the first half
the
was
paragraph
not
I read
that,
after it.
and it's all leading up to this.
Like I read that there was
Oh,
like
man, it shocked
crime
me. It shocked me.
based on Lou's father's past and all this stuff, and bad things
He's
happen.
some kind of crime guy. Which,
So I was thinking it'd be like Departed, like the Departed, like kind of like that movie, but it was not.
no, it was.
It was drastic.
It was
some
freaky.
weird fucking trippy shit happens. I'll say this: it's like this movie is like lesbian roid rage, the movie.
lesbian roid rage, Thelma and Louise against the
Yes,
world.
Thelma and Louise.
That's what we're talking about
Yes,
here.
correct.
And these two characters they fall in love hardcore, and
Here's the
they're
thing.
trying to
It was really
escape
well
her
shot.
It was. This has a lot of merit.
The
for a
soundtrack was super 80s. It's based in 1989.
89 again.
Kristen Stewart
Her acting is
acts
so
her ass off.
fucking-
I was like,
Yeah.
holy crap! Like she's like,
she deserves something for this.
that
one,
was like Oscar
'cause
shit right there. 'Cause
Easily.
that was like the best
Easily.
acting I've seen a woman do.
in
Probably
decades.
ever, maybe. I don't know.
The only thing I can compare that
she
to
was super
would be
emotional.
like,
she fell in love. She's getting her heart stomped on.
She's stressed out.
She's
the whole time.
stressed
She's
out.
Just like,
Yeah.
and
She's quitting smoking.
Gross.
She's doing all these.
She's all like, oh man, the makeup they got on her too. To like, her hair's all greasy all the
yeah.
time because she doesn't. She's just a fucking hot mess, and she's all just
Yeah,
wired and
she
and
was great.
Freak man,
She
what
like she made the movie. If she
yeah.
wasn't the lead actress,
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie
She
would be
nailed it.
garbage.
That's a 10 out of 10 for acting.
For
her.
performance,
For
yeah.
her everyone's everyone's performance is
Yes,
really good.
yeah. I'd say
I
everyone.
don't know the other actress's name, the bodybuilder.
I've never seen
Never seen her before, and she's great. She's
I'm having
actually
such a hard time rating this. Like,
I know. I think I know her.
I didn't like it.
No, so let's
I know it was
talk
good.
about this. Like, this is a movie I was uncomfortable several times.
I'm glad I watched it, but I would never watch it again.
Exactly, and I don't know that I would watch it again. I don't think
it's too nerve-wracking and shit.
It is, and like, even I kind of want to just jump into spoilers because so much shit happens, but it's
We'll get ratings on it, then we'll go spoiler.
yeah. So we talked about the soundtrack. The soundtrack was good. The pacing was great. I thought it was solid.
Yeah,
There wasn't any
shit
parts
happened
where
in
it just
order
keeps
and
happening, and you're like,
yeah.
oh man, this
they
is getting
introduce
worse
something
and
new to
worse
it
and
every
worse.
time, and then
Yeah, and you
wasn't-
start to reveal, layers and layers of all this treachery that's going on underneath
Right,
the surface,
yeah.
and then you're like, oh god, this is mobster.
it's a drastic movie.
It is.
Drastic.
It's extreme. It's pretty graphic in some spots.
Yeah, it is.
There's a couple
There's
of
some
moments that are
gory shit.
trippy. Yeah, there's some gore. Like it's
There's
pretty
some
gory.
really stupid, weird, trippy shit because she starts the bodybuilder girl. She just wants to win a bodybuilding competition so she can
She's
be
trying to get to
a
Vegas.
gym
and she
manager.
just happens to go in,
Trainer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
into Kristen Stewart's gym.
Yeah. Anyway,
But anyway,
fuck.
Yeah.
How do
don't
you
know.
rate something like this?
I'm sitting between a 7 and an 8.
Whoa.
What were you, like a 6?
Like I said
like
before,
this movie. I think this is a
base
good
it on how
movie.
I feel when I get out, and it was like, to me, it was kind of an
like-
icky movie. A lot of it.
Yeah, but it was so
She's
well
being blackmailed.
delivered
It
and
is.
done.
Yeah, you're
Like
right.
every scene had such
Just
good-
because it's a great movie doesn't mean I have to like it.
True.
Get that fucking clear.
Okay.
Right.
Well, now that's out of the cat's out of the
Yeah,
bag here.
for real. I
But
mean-
like objectively, I'm gonna say
It's a great movie.
this-
It's good.
I think
It's just I
I
don't like
personally would. I think it's an 8.
it. Damn.
Yeah, I think this is an 8.
8.
This is a really artsy,
It is artsy.
clever, just shocking. There's twists. You're like,
This
oh,
is a
fuck.
very unique movie. I've
It is.
never seen a movie
Nothing
like this.
it. No, not even close. So I'm gonna give it an 8. If I objectively, like, how much did I enjoy it, or like would I watch it? It's more like a 6 for me. Like I feel
Sure.
like I can't. But like seeing how much effort went into this
I
movie.
might give it a 6. I was like in 4 for a while there.
Oh, no,
Till
this
the
is-
end
this
kind
is
of.
a great movie.
It resolved.
It's
the
so
end
good.
resolving
It's so
itself
weird.
was like, okay, that's what gave it. Because I was like, this could end so
It's
poorly.
comical in weird spots
Yeah.
too. Like
It was.
just like the very end scene where she's like, she's dry.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think it's a good movie. This is a really good movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's a solid 8 for me. I think mostly a lot of that. You know,
Kristen Stewart
she really
carries the whole movie.
She is just brilliant.
I'll give it a 6.
Okay.
It's not my cup of tea.
No,
I'd
it's
never
not.
watch it again.
No. It's too much. It's too intense.
It's too intense,
It's
and at
way
the
too
same time,
intense.
I'm not partial to the lesbian world, so all the
sure. There's a
all
few
the
spots.
sex scenes and
so
all that.
spoilers. Might as well just so we can just
Okay,
do it.
6, 8,
8.
spoilers.
Okay.
Here we go.
So, so these two meet, right? We've got a hitchhiker and then somebody who works for her dad's gym.
Yeah.
Okay, and so they just like fall in love immediately, basically.
Fall in love immediately, and then she basically moves in.
Yeah, she
And
starts
then
staying there because she has nowhere else to stay.
The subplot is, I'm going to try and cover this as fast as possible here. This dude is beating her sister. Beats her up all the time.
Kristen Stewart's sister is being beaten up by her husband.
That happens to affect the lesbian relationship with
It does.
Kristen Stewart's character,
Well-
Lou, and the bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Then Lou gives
We don't know bodybuilder. What's her name?
Jackie.
Jackie.
Lou gives
We'll just-
Jackie the bodybuilder, gives her steroids.
Starts giving her steroids because she's like,
For free. I
For
get
free,
these all the
yeah,
time,
because she's
'cause I'm
just
at a gym.
knows everyone at the gym and all. So
And then she
Jackie
gets
starts
roid rage.
just fucking getting all
murders
fucked
this
up.
motherfucker.
Yeah, because
Murders the wife beater.
because her
His fucking face.
Yeah.
He's missing. It shows it a bunch of times. I was like, oh fuck.
It was.
He's missing his
jaw is
fucking
ripped
jaw.
off,
It's like
and
flapping.
it's all caved in, and he's just like it's teeth.
It's Dave Franco, and he plays the best
He's such a
sleazeball.
That's the word.
And then you find out later he's a fucking informant for the FBI.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, jizz. But,
Yeah.
And
It
then,
gets complicated.
So Lou, Kristen Stewart's character, her dad, like, that's his employee, that guy that got murdered.
Yep.
and her dad is this gun runner.
He smuggles guns
to Mexico, and he's like this rich guy who lives on a hill in a fucking big mansion.
He owns all these businesses.
And he pays off all the cops.
Yeah, all the cops work for him.
And that's basically the synopsis.
Yep.
And then this girl was a witness.
He's murdered a bunch of people.
So when she murdered it, or that dude, Lou grabs the fucking body and goes and hides it in this crevice in like a fucking, like a chasm in the desert.
There's just like this really deep.
But that's also where Lou's dad had been burying dead bodies
all the people
for
that he
years.
had to get rid of, and all the bones and all that shit are down there. And she knew that, and she's trying to get back at her dad.
Yep.
So she staged it there and set the car on fire so that it would alert people to go there and
smoke.
And so he figures it out in this whole chase around the fucking.
And then the one witness chick, she's like, get back, because she was Lou's old lesbian lover before Jackie showed up. She's like,
hangs around her.
She's like,
disgusting.
They make her teeth all brown from cigarettes and gross.
You could have just not done that, and I would have been I would have felt something for her when she fucking
got murdered.
But she's this bubbly fucking idiot, like,
and she's like, I won't tell if you fucking have sex with me all the time now.
Now
we're item again. Blackmails her to be her girlfriend.
Yeah, it's just awful.
Fucking
so fucked up.
Then roid rage chick, she's like, fuck it, I'm out of here, and she goes to the tournament, but she ODs on roids.
Yes, and she ends up throwing up on. She's doing a great job.
So what keeps happening is every time they show her do roids, it goes. It's like the Hulk.
It does like this.
It's really generically lame.
No, I think it's comical in the sense that it's
she's not actually getting that big.
No, it's like, symbolic of like she's just like
she's getting bigger.
We'll get to the ending because that's fucking hilarious.
And then she in a hallucination, she pukes up.
It shows Lou puke her up.
It shows Jackie,
yeah,
puke Lou up.
Yeah,
it's so disgusting.
Because at this point they're separated because. She
just left her.
Yeah.
Jackie just left and hitchhiked her way to Vegas.
Because it was her dream to do that.
So what I understand is Lou lives in a small town right outside of Vegas.
I think so.
That's what I think.
I think so. They can't be that.
And that's why she stopped there to train for a month before she
goes to Vegas.
Anyway,
for the big show. So she pukes, and then everyone's laughing at her, and all the girls behind the fucking curtain are laughing at her, and she turns and is like, "What?" And she just rages on them and
beats the shit and goes to jail, gets her fingerprints.
Oh my god!
You know what? I'm gonna retract my 6, and I'm gonna say it's a 4. I thought about it. I just been thinking about it now.
Why
it's a 4 because I looked at the clock 9-10 times.
Oh, that's not.
That's the reason.
I didn't. I did.
I was like, fuck, this is getting. Yeah, it's a 4.
Okay,
it's
not
not
from a 6 to a 4.
Correct. I was only Kristen Stewart.
What is
was
this
fucking,
guy doing?
I'm just gonna be honest.
Amazing.
I could have stuck with a 6, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's a fucking 4 to me. I really honestly think so. It's kind of disgusting and horrible in a lot of ways.
As soon as you...
No, not. It's just like disgusting, like these icky people. Jackie shoots the chick.
Kind of gross.
It's all about cleaning up fucking after dead bodies.
A huge portion of the movie is like, where am I gonna hide this body? And then so it's this whole thing. But anyway, so where were we? So she
beats up all these people at the tournament.
Then she gets bailed out by
Lou's dad.
Yeah, Ed Harris. By the way, he's terrifying in this. Creepy and just, he's got the weirdest haircut. Long hair, and he's pure bald on the top, and it just looks so weird on him. Big glasses, like the 90s or
and
early,
he brings her back,
89.
and then he convinces her to shoot that chick who's blackmailing Lou because she's a witness.
Yep.
And she does, and then Lou has to hide the body, and then
she hides it in her own apartment. Then the FBI shows up because they're like, well, we know things about your dad and whatever.
That's the other reason it's a 4, because
starts to snowball into this really spaghetti like entanglement of all these things are happening, and you're like, I can't sort out the noodles. It's kind of overwhelming at first, but it does make sense in the end. Like it wasn't like I wasn't following it. It was just like, holy crap, this got even bigger. It keeps getting bigger and bigger, and you're like, oh, so much more is at stake. And
Godzilla's at 6. Anyway,
oh shit.
Yeah.
So and then so she ultimately comes back, gets revenge for a minute there. There's a scene, this hilarious scene where she's a
skyscraper.
So she goes back to kill her dad, basically, and then he snipes her with a shoots her in the leg, and she's falling on the ground. And then he's like having this conversation. You know, the people.
It's his own daughter, and he's like going into her leg like with the bullet hole.
Yeah, he's like, you motherfucker, and then like. Jackie overhears it because she's waiting for her to meet up along some side road. She's like, "Oh hell no!" And then it shows this scene, and she's just like, and I'm like, "It's actually the Hulk, except she's not green."
It's ripping,
you know. And then the next scene is so funny because she's like 20 stories tall,
and she's holding Ed Harris.
She's so huge,
that
it's like a metaphor. But she goes, picks him up, and he's like, and then she's like, she sits down like a really giant's about to play with him, puts her between her legs, and splays him out.
It's because it's Kristen Stewart looking at Jackie like, "Oh, you're my hero."
Yeah,
like
you're
so big in this world
beautiful,
to me, and
you're my everything kind of moment. And it was kind of. I kind of like that.
Think
scene.
Jackie was very beautiful.
Oh, I think she is. I think she's
like
the muscles are like, oh, you're pushing it now.
But by the logic of like, yeah, she's got a symmetrical face. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Great skin,
but
beautiful
she
eyes.
reminded me of fucking Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat, the movie. With the same haircut and everything.
Oh, fuck.
So the whole movie, I'm like, oh, man.
It's Liu Kang again.
It kind of helped because Kristen Stewart's a chick and...
Oh, yeah, sure. No. Well, yeah, no, you see a really muscular woman with Kristen Stewart, and you're like, okay, it's like, you know, you wouldn't know from behind.
I didn't.
So
I thought Kristen Stewart was awesome.
Really, this is like Academy
there's a bunch of
award,
like,
whatever, like
lesson out scenes that I didn't really like.
Yeah, they didn't need to be there. It seemed like I think they were parts where it was like
it was like graphic, like, and she's like, "How do you fuck yourself? Do you do it like this?
Moments,
do you shove your fingers up there when you fuck yourself?" Like,
yeah, like it didn't need to be there, but I think those are moments where the story had a sag, and then they're like, well, "What can we do to like?" add like tension between the characters and also keep the audience involved and interested, and so they did a few. They weren't that bad. They were. It was especially
quite
when
a bit of it though. It was there's at least 15 minutes of it in the whole movie of them like lesing out. And,
which is like I don't know if she's like Kristen Stewart swings that way or not, but I mean, if you're a straight actor, you did a great job of pretending.
She did. She's playing a good lesbian. I think. Amazing. I don't know lesbians very well, so I can't vouch for it.
I know many of them.
Anyway, at the end, fucking, she doesn't kill her dad with a gun. No. The feds come get him. They get away like Thelma and leaves.
Yep.
And then they're driving. They're just driving away like
everything's great.
And I was like,
and then you hear a bumping.
I thought it'd be fade to black, but then there's a bump.
Yeah, and you're like,
oh no, she forgot to dispose the body in the back.
Yeah,
of the girl who got shot in the face.
But then it turns out she's
still alive.
She's like, and so. Because she didn't kill anyone the whole movie, right?
Correct, she didn't.
So
then she's like, I guess I gotta
kill somebody, because she was like, so she chokes her out, and then the end scene is her dragging her, like, while Jackie's like sleeping in the car. You see like cameras over here looking that way.
Yeah, and you see
her dragging the rug out there and the dead body, and she's just huffing and puffing.
She like loots her body with a cigarette.
Has a cigarette out of her shit.
And it's like the corniest music, but it was so fitting. Funny. It was a good ending.
I loved it.
Because then they got away, and they probably had a life somewhere.
They actually got away, and they could build
kind of a love story for sure.
Totally.
I mean, it was.
It's a Thelma and Louise story. Is what it is. It's exactly.
I definitely don't. Like I said, it's definitely a 6 or higher, but I'm giving it a 4 because I
thought you would have gotten like started retching or something when she started puking up a whole body. I was like, how are they doing it?
It looked so fake that it didn't bother me.
It looked alright. I thought it was. I can't believe.
So then she like hallucinates, and there's like these people that are like, fatty, because she used to be a fat kid when she's growing up.
That's why she started bodybuilding. And she started looking good, and then she's an ass kicker now. Yeah, the whole it's a lesson in steroids, kids. Don't fucking overdo it, because there's some scenes where she's just jacked up, and she's like at home, and she's like, I don't know what to do.
That's what's so fucked up.
She beats her girlfriend up on accident.
She does, because that's not an accident. She did it on purpose so she could run away.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what kind of love is that? You fucking headbutt her. She's all bleeding all over.
Well, she's just fucking can't control herself because she's
all roided out.
She's hulking out, literally.
She literally is like,
it would always show these scenes and you're like, whoa.
All the sound effects are like,
yeah, it's so weird. It looked like this was going to be a superhero movie.
The fucking horrible thing.
I was like, what?
There's some editing shit that was really dumb.
What?
Like, so this chick is shot, and this guy, okay, I kind of get the guy because he had a flappy jaw.
Oh.
But the chick, every time they roll up the dead body in a rug, and they're dragging it, and when they're dragging it, you hear,
oh yeah, because that wouldn't happen. Though. It's not like they were run over by a truck and they were goo in
That's
there.
what it
It's
sounds
not,
like.
Yeah, there's a few moments. It's fucking awful.
It is
But
pretty bad.
I
It's
think
like they're like, this scene needs a little something.
Oh, I
Sprinkle
just
a
realized that
little
when
bit
Ed
of-
Harris was like, come on, we're gonna go shooting, and he takes Jackie out to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
He's training her to do
shoot.
the job. I didn't even think about that. And she's
Well, he didn't.
He didn't know then.
He didn't.
No.
He wasn't dead by that. No one died by that point.
Yeah. So yeah. I guess weird. I'm just wondering how that all fits together.
And then what kind of shit is that? She's doing her bodybuilding poses, and he shoots right by her head. He's like, boom, to get her attention.
At his own building. Like, dude.
That's some gangster
Well,
shit. Like that.
kind of. I mean, he hits a billboard right there.
Yeah,
so
I
it
guess.
wasn't like-
I mean, he was a
If
gangster.
somebody was shooting at me, I'm like, fuck you, I'm out of here, you piece of shit. He's like, no,
Yeah,
come
then
on,
like, I
we're gonna
quit
go for a walk.
because you're
Yeah,
firing
you're
fucking
crazy.
weapons at me, you son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
she's like, I'm on my break, dude. Like, what are
Yeah.
you fucking doing?
Oh, jeez.
I don't pay you to do that. She's like, I'm on my break, dickhead. Like,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Huh.
What a creepy villain, though. I think he
Yeah,
made
he's
a
all
decent
right.
villain.
I think someone younger, man. I don't know. I guess
Nah.
Kristen Stewart's probably close to our age. She's probably in her 30s, late 30s.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Could be.
I'll probably addendum it on the screen. But I think we're gonna let you
Yeah,
go
that's-
because we got a half
So,
hour before
age?
Godzilla.
6.
I'm gonna say
4.
4.
He went to a 4.
I had to.
I'd say go see this movie.
I looked at my phone a
I
bunch
think
times
it's worth it.
It was like dragging at the end.
I don't know if
you know
you
shit
should-
was happening.
Yeah, I don't know if you should see it in the theater
I wouldn't.
because like it's not like some kind of thing that
Uh-oh,
that you
it's
need visuals
overheating.
for. It's not really that, right? So,
Jesus Christ.
but anyway,
Camera.
so thanks for tuning in, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and flick the
on
bell
AC.
and leave a comment.
Flick the bean because
If
it's a
you
lesbian
see
flick.
this movie, let us know what you think.
Let's go.
All right, we'll see you in the next one, guys.
See ya.
Jesus, man.
Sorry.